So yes. So first is the good thought. Then it changes my feelings. When I change my feelings, then what happens? That's what I'm going to speak. Yes. Even when we are meditating and when we go into a space of no thoughts, nothing, you don't know where you were, but that also is a thought, but there is less thought. And then when you speak, and then when you think, your thinking is completely different, right? What the word which will come out from your mouth will be completely different. Yes, no?
Yes.
So, good thought, good feelings, good word, and then what happens is your actions are also directed like that only. They also are good and noble. So, what started from where did we start? It started with the thought. Hence, we are trying to identify our thoughts and feelings. Hence, the feeling chart is helping us. So, the words that I speak create my world, and whatever I speak is what I want, what I desire, and it gets me to the space of what I want. And supposing the words are like, negative words. So, words can be negative and positive, both, right? Thought can be negative or positive, both. Feelings can be negative or positive, both. So now, if the words that I speak, that's why we say words that you speak are charged with so much of energy. They are fully charged. जो हम बोलते हैं, जैसे बोलते हैं ना, एक बार जो बोल दिया वो एक बार जो तीर छोड़ दिया वो वापस नहीं आता है. When we are angry and when we are really unhappy, we say so many things. That time, just maintain silence. Watch your breaths. It's better to maintain silence at that time. There's so many things. Now people say start counting backwards 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. By the time you reach 3, 2, 1, you have already calmed down. Or watch your breaths. Yeah? Or what we are doing in this journey is look for your things that you like around you, your mood shifters. And now we are playing this game which we started playing yesterday. Only one person has played. Yes, we are going to start. Whatever is my negative thought, a black circle. Whatever is a good thought, let's make it a simple one common color, which is yellow. If you can. Yellow is the color of the sun, the light. So darkness and light, right? Darkness is black color, light is yellow color. If you can do it that way. Whenever I see yellow color, I will remember light. Whenever I see black color, I'll remember darkness. Easy?
Easy.
Yes, auntie?
Yes.
Easy, na? So, the first step was we took our favorite color so that we start enjoying. Now we can take the yellow color as the color of the light, the color of God. Everywhere, wherever we've seen pictures in this book, yellow, orange, these colors are there, na? Because the color of the light is yellow color. We identify light, the color of the light, it's blue-white light also. There are many other colors of the light, but the light which is the Lord of light, which is the sun, his light is mostly yellow color. There are all the colors in the sun. Hai na? But we are taking the yellow color. So now we start reading today's chapter. How many days are left for our journey to come towards the beginning? I would not say the end, but towards the beginning. How many days?
1 week, 10th next week.
Yeah, 8 days are left for us to reach our destination and then begin a new journey. Hence, I'm telling you all, whatever we are doing, first of all, try not to miss. Even if you're missing, hear the recording. And even if you hear the recording, follow it. I try to give the recording as soon as possible because it takes a while to get something happens. So to get uploaded and then going to the Google and then the picture coming and all that takes some time because it's a long file, na? It's not 1 hour ka file, it's a long file, perhaps for that reason. So whenever you get the recording, hear it. How many of you felt that I think so only Chetna ji, yesterday you were not there. So when you heard the recording and when you're the live class, there's a difference or not? चेतना जी,
हाँ,
डिफरेंस है जब आपने रिकॉर्डिंग सुना और जब आप लाइव क्लास में हो?
recording is, I felt it's easy to understand.
रिकॉर्डिंग इज इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, लाइव क्लास में इजी नहीं है, आपका दिमाग कहीं और चला जाता है कि आप बार
But
बार
yes,
सुनते हो तब समझ में आता है.
yeah, I think so.
हाँ,
हाँ,
then
ऐसा
then
होगा.
let me know ना कि अगर जहाँ नहीं समझ, that's why I keep on asking you all कि if
Yeah.
you have not understood anything, just ask me again, clear your doubts, come 10 minutes early. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I personally feel that the live classes are much better because first of all, the early morning time, your focus and concentration is completely. Auntie, you were not there once. I had sent you the recording. What did you feel? Half of
I
the
felt,
class you were not there. Sometime you were not there.
yeah, I felt my live class is only better.
Yeah. Yes. That's what
It
I
is,
also always feel that they are different. You are sitting at one place, there is no external distractions, koi kuch bolega nahi, kuch nahi, you are just with yourself. Yeah, but
yeah,
different people, different experiences, that's fine.
yeah,
Yeah, so gossip is sticky too. Again, coming from that space, good thought. First identify your thought, then whatever you're feeling with that thought, you will speak that. Whatever you speak, you will do that in actions, and then you feel true heaven is the place on earth. Then you feel happy. Happiness is what? Heaven only, na? It's like being in heaven. Yeah. Yes, no. When you're happy, everything is good around you.
yes,
So you don't have to leave this body to enter the paradise and enter, paradise is just here. Yes. So gossip is sticky too. Who wants to read?
it is
Oh,
Chetna ji's turn. Otherwise, I would have read. Whoever wants to.
You want to
I
read?
don't.
Yes?
Yeah, I can read.
Okay. Yeah.
Gossip is sticky too. Gossip seems harmless on the surface, but it can cause a lot of negative things in people's lives. Gossip is not giving love. Gossip is giving negativity. That's exactly what you receive back. Gossip is not harmful to the person who is being spoken of. Gossip is harms those gossiping.
Now let's understand. We'll pause here. Gossip matlab kya hua? Gappe marna.
Yeah.
Nowadays the kids will tell, there's at times they want some news. What the other people are doing. So what is happening in these social media platforms? यही हो रहा है ना?
Yeah.
It's a refined form of gossip.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to stop going only. There's no sense in going into all this.
Yeah. So
I'm happy with my own self, doing my own things.
So gossip, understand, is the first step towards hell. Because what is happening? You are talking of the person who's not there in front of you. And when you gossip, do you talk good about that person?
No.
उसने ऐसा किया, उसने क्यों किया, उसको पता नहीं, समझ में नहीं आता है उसको कि क्यों वो ऐसा कर रहा है. Why is that person doing that? I don't know. And she keeps on doing it. He keeps on doing that. And what is happening? You're giving negativity. So who is it harming? Who is it harming?
Yourself.
Yes, because what you're giving, it's coming back to you. You're receiving
Yeah.
that. Yes. So
Yes.
you have to just think now. Ki gossip is sticky. That's why it says sticky. It sticks to you. Yeah. So, when what is the content of the conversation? If somebody, two people are talking, if you observe your conversation, start observing from today itself. You are, talking to anybody. Yeah. Supposing you are talking about the work which needs to be done, very good. But again, किसी को phone करेंगे, अच्छा चलो किसी को phone लगा लेते हैं, I'm getting bored, let me talk to my friend. When you talk to your friend, a part of it, the conversation might begin with, okay, what is happening, what all is happening. You're talking to a friend after a long time, you want to know what is happening. But then the conversation will suddenly turn into, okay, that I met her and she's become so fat. I don't know what's happening to her. Is there some emotional thing happening in her life? Or what is happening? Aise we keep on talking, na? Yeah. My mother-in-law, she always does this. My husband, he is just doesn't want to do anything for his health and he's just sitting at one place and watching TV and just eating food, nothing else.
Very true.
What is this happening? Your husband will keep on doing that more and more because you've given you've given more power to what your husband is doing or what your friend is doing. वो पावर हमने और दे दी और लगा दिया है 10x स्पीड मतलब उसको पूरे विंग्स लगा दिए and it's going to keep on happening. So what do you want to do? Where do we pause? The pause button, I will only pause now. Just now when I was
Yes.
playing or when I want to end the session, who's going to come and put the pause button for me? Only me, right? I won't call anybody else. I won't call Aban auntie, you come and put the pause button. I will not say that, na. I will not say, Chetna ji, you please come. I don't know how to pause. Please pause it. I will not say, Shirish bhai, you come na. You just pause it na. Bas stop kar do. मुझे नहीं आ रहा है.
Correct.
So the pause button, I will only put it on. I will only put the pause button. What pause button? To stop talking negative or to stop, if you're appreciating that person, go and appreciate that person right away. Why do you want to appreciate to someone else? जिसके बारे में appreciation करना है उसी को बोलो ना. You don't have to go and appreciate that, okay, I'm appreciating that person. You go and tell her that I was appreciating her. We never do that, right? Go and appreciate that person. When we are talking, we only talk of the negative part of that person. So now what do we have to do? Now the knowledge is there, now the wisdom is there. Now what do you have to do? जब गॉसिप करने का इच्छा हो तो क्या करेंगे?
You have to stop. You have to walk away. No. इच्छा हुए तो करना ही नहीं है. लेकिन if somebody is doing, somebody has started, then walk away.
Yes. कुछ भी एक्सक्यूज दे दो. अच्छा मुझे ये काम याद आ गया, हाँ मेरे को जाना पड़ेगा. Because if you start correcting the other person and say, देखो गॉसिप करने से ऐसा होता है, वो पर्सन को कुछ समझ ही नहीं आएगा. You will waste your time and you will waste his or her time also. So very, very beautiful what you said, Shirish bhai. Just walk away from there so that you are not a part of the conversation, because the next para that we are going to read is very beautiful. Let's read that. जो आपने बोला वही next para में है, Shirish bhai. Yeah.
When you are talking with a family member or a friend and they tell you about some negative thing that someone said or did, they are gossiping and they are giving out negativity. As you listen to them, you are giving out negativity too, because you are a feeling being and you can't hear negative things without your feelings dropping rapidly. When you talk with a word, when you talk with a work colleague at lunch and you both talk negativity about someone, You are gossiping and you are giving out negativity. You can't talk about or hear negativity and have good feelings.
Yeah, so beautiful ना, कि जब भी हम किसी फैमिली मेंबर के साथ बात करते हैं या किसी फ्रेंड के साथ बात करते हैं और वो अगर हमें किसी और के बारे में बता रहे हैं, that you know she's saying, you know what, Mrs. Verma is like that, you know she keeps on doing these things and she keeps on creating such loud noises, and her dog is always barking, and I don't know, I really can't sleep. She can't do something about it or what? Arey, if you have problem with Mrs. Verma, go and talk to her. Don't, what's the use of telling to a friend? If you're doing that, then what's going to happen? That you're starting one circle of negativity. And also, if some other person is talking to you and you are a part of that conversation, then your feelings will change, even though you don't have any negative thoughts about that person. But the next time when so this I'll just give you an example. So a few days back, about a month back, we were all friends were together at Ambi Valley, and we were sitting and we were just talking and I'm having a happy time. Now that one couple had not come, and these four people, these are my husband's childhood friends. They have grown together, and they're like chuddy buddy friends, yeah. So now that one person who didn't come, now suddenly that another one friend, he just stands and he starts talking that negative about the person who's not come, and he says that okay, this person has taken some loan from me, and and very close friends, very close to each other, like meeting, talking to each other. Suddenly, how things change. So this he's taken loan from me for his business, and when I asked, because I wanted my money back few days back, when I called and asked him, he said that no, I can't give now. I can't give just now because I put everything in the business and the business has not given me so much returns as I'm expecting. So I don't want to name those people. I don't want to name the business, but I'm just telling you all, giving you an example so that you understand. Because when you give examples, you understand. See, now I was quite surprised that if he has, and he's saying that many things they kept on saying and saying, and I was just sitting there and I was being a part of the conversation. Okay. So now what was the difference that came in my mind was that now next time when I spoke, or when in the messages group, in a friends group, when that person wrote a message, now my thoughts started moving that okay, this person is not, you can't trust this person, he is like that. If he's taken some money and he's not giving it back, whatever reasons, and on top of that he's saying something that uh, if I die, then this, he's showing this, that if I die, and all that negative things he was talking. So all these negative thoughts were coming in my mind because see, that person has not done anything to me. That person has done to some ex-friend, and that ex-friend was sharing with all of us, and it just went into my mind. See, the human mind is like that. Whatever you put in the soil, whatever seeds you sow, it grows. Have you observed this any time in your life, this kind of
Yes,
situation?
Yes, yes.
yes.
So then this is what the para is trying to tell you, that now see what happened. How many negative energy circles started? First, that person, he started talking to us without, we were just talking, sitting and talking very nicely, and suddenly this topic comes. So all the people who were sitting there, they have started negative circles. It's gone into the universe. And this person who is, of course, he's gone through, he's saying, I require money now, and I'm not able to get the money that I have given to that person. So he's quite disappointed. He's feeling quite low. Yeah. And it's quite obvious. Yeah. So then he's saying that. But the first place is that why is he telling us? Because he wants to vent it out. And if you're venting it out, then you're creating so much imbalance in the universe by starting these negative circles. And remember, it's going to come to you only. So how much negativity is being spread? And it's always like that. We talk about the person who's not present. Instead, go and express yourself to the person. See, this is happening. I'm not liking what you're doing. Please, if you can, look into it as soon as possible, because I also require money now. Is another way of saying it. So what kind of energy circle you've started?
Positive energy. So
Yes. The same situation can be dealt in two different ways. So sometimes I feel that if we start thinking this way, then gossip will end only. So then what Shirish Bhai said is just walk out. So I could have done that, you know,
Yes.
but
Sometimes
sometimes, and walk out, not that, okay, I don't want to hear all this nonsense, I'm
no,
going
you can't
out.
say that.
Huh?
That also you can't say, no.
That
See,
also you can't say. So you have to just find an excuse. That okay, I suddenly, I have a phone call to make, please excuse me, I'm going.
Mm,
Or I remembered something very urgent, so I have to leave.
correct.
You sit there and hear because you are also enjoying it.
Mm.
At a subtle level, just check. मुझे
Yeah,
भी मजा आ रहा है ये सुनने में.
no, it happens to me same way. So if my other friend tells me anything about somebody else, so I protect, not protect. I said there must be some problems. So he says, always you are protecting everybody. You don't feel that anybody is bad. This is reality. So he gives me lecture.
And then what happens to your feelings? आप सोचते हो कि शायद मैं ही कुछ मुझे अपना थॉट चेंज करना है. नहीं ना.
नहीं उसका नो.
पर अगर वो
मेरा
10 बार बोलेगा तो शायद 11वीं बार आपको थोड़ा तो अफेक्ट होगा ना.
इफेक्ट होएगा. Yes.
होगा ना, थोड़ा तो अफेक्ट आएगा ही.
Now he knows that I don't, listen. I always say something that there must be some this thing or this thing. So he never tells me now since now.
या बट अगर आप सोचो तो थोड़ा कभी जैसे आप जिसके लिए वो बोल रहा है उससे आप अगर मिलोगे या वो आपको ऐसे ही मिल गया कहीं पे तो थोड़ा सा वो जो उसने जो बोला वो थॉट आएंगे जरूर.
Yeah, maybe.
यस ना. वो जो उसने किसी और के बारे में बोला तो उसको जब आप मिलोगे आपसे जरूर कुछ भी नहीं हुआ लेकिन आपको वो नेगेटिव थॉट्स उस समय के लिए जरूर आएगा. तो वो नेगेटिव थॉट्स आपसे गया एंड वो सर्कल चालू कर दिया आपने. So now we have to start looking at from this level. And very loosely we talk about our friends, our relatives. Even if about your husband, you start talking to your friends. My husband, he's like that only. What to do? Yes, no?
Yes.
Like yesterday evening only, I'd gone for Dandiyas to Goregaon and I had gone with my sister-in-law and we both were sitting and she started the conversation, okay, why he and Madhav didn't come. So I said, they must be sitting at home and watching TV, just like couch potatoes sitting at one place and watching TV and their favorite serials. And I told this. So this happens. And then I realized, see, I have started this and it's going to happen more and more. And that's what happens. I've started this circle, abhi और ही होगा. We become helpless. वो जो पुरानी habit है, उसको break करने में बहुत मेहनत लगानी पड़ती है. To really work hard. And that is where these book reading sessions helps. It just gets reinforced, even,
yes.
and then when you sit reading also on your own, don't break this cycle of reading.
Yeah.
Keep on reading.
Yeah. Whenever I'm upset, I just take the book and open it and I start reading,
And keep
Yeah.
the feeling chart in front of you, auntie. Now, when you're upset, before that, remember your mood shifters. First, read the book that helps you, and then remember, acha, theek hai. Now I've jumped off on this upset horse. Now I have to jump off it. Make it lively. Because
But I always feel that familiarity breeds contempt, So I I can never be very, very friendly with anyone. I don't have a friends of school friend circles. We are just on WhatsApp, but we are never gossiping or anything. It's just light tomfoolery, just that way. But I can never be very friendly with anyone. Like she's my buddy, and I'll talk to her everything. I read such things. I lead a very different life, quiet life with my family, and whatever time I have, I go to the fire temple. So many tell me every day you're going to the fire temple. Every day you're going. I say that is my life now.
So at the
I,
end of the day, auntie, if that gives you happiness, that's
yeah,
what is it works for you. Yeah.
it works for
So
me.
at the
It
end
works.
of the day, you feel okay, wow, I'm really happy. I'm
Yeah,
really joyful, I'm really grateful. You're
yeah.
filled with love. Then that is what the medicine is for you.
For you,
Yeah.
right, right.
That if that works the best for you, it is the best for you. But now we are learning different ways, many
Yeah,
ways. Try
yeah,
to try to use those ways also. Just make life as a game. Play the game of life.
yeah.
It's a game. And we have these three keys which we have got: key of love, key of gratitude, key of play. Playing is fun, na? We all love playing.
Mm.
Any game you play and you like. Yeah, so create make believe games. Yeah. So now, whatever you're doing, auntie, very good. Sometimes what happens is when we keep on doing something, it becomes monotonous, and then that energy which we felt earlier becomes less. So you want
Yeah,
something new. Like if you
yeah,
keep on having the same food every day,
yeah.
then like supposing dal rice you're eating every day, lunch, dinner. The dal is different, the rice might be different, but it's the same thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
You might add little different spices, but it's the same thing you're having. By the third meal you will feel, no, I want something else today.
But
Yeah.
now, after reading this book, something else is happening because I am changing, becoming more lively, laughing more. I always used to think I can't remember what is happened. I can't remember, but now I'm using my head to remember. Why cannot I remember that? I will remember. I'm feeling more hungry also, so it is changing.
Yes, things within your energies have started moving. There is a movement. The energies which were stagnated have started moving. Yeah. And
Yes,
what energies? Good, happy energies.
good, happy energies.
The happy energies are growing more, and you're moving closer to the light, the power.
The power.
Yes, the Shakti which is there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Very true.
Yes. So
Thank you.
thank you, Auntie. So it does help when we start conversation like this, na? It does help. Shirish bhai, thank you for bringing it up. What you said, Auntie, thank you. Chetna ji, just keep on. जो दिमाग में आ रहा है उसे बताइए तो so that we all will understand and we all will grow. We all are growing together, right? So
Yes,
Yeah.
you can't talk about or hear negativity and have good feelings. नहीं होगा वो. आपको लगेगा कि हाँ good feelings है अभी, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं वो रह जाएगा, उसका रिमाइंडर रह जाएगा. That will stay, it will stick to you. Hence it is said, na, gossip is sticky. It will stick to you like Fevicol, like a glue. It will stick to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's read further. So now anybody is gossiping, just say, okay, excuse me, I have some work. Let me complete that work and I will come back. At least you've disconnected at that time. फिर आपको आना नहीं आना वो आपके हाथ में है, right?
Yeah.
तो अगर शायद ये थॉट आ रहा होगा, फिर तो मैं कभी किसी के साथ बैठ ही नहीं सकता हूँ, किसी के साथ फ्रेंड के साथ बैठ जा ही नहीं सकता हूँ, बिकॉज most of the time it is that conversation. So another way to change that is when you meet somebody, say, okay, what is the good news?
yeah,
Say this.
yes,
तो वो गॉसिप करने के मूड में जो आया होगा ना, वो that person will be perplexed कि what do I say? Good news, अरे मैं तो कुछ और बोलने वाला था, but this person is asking me good news. Then उसका माइंड वैसे थिंक करने लग जाएगा कि अच्छा मुझे कुछ गुड न्यूज बताना है.
My mother and they are 6 sisters. They are 6. So when we are used to go to my mama's place in vacation, they all are sitting and gossiping. Like they are six, so like sitting and talking about her. Then suddenly my nanny came. My nanny is telling that, what is a day today? It's a Tuesday. You say, you know what happened last time when we are gossiping for somebody on Tuesday. So don't gossip today. Then my Masi say, then on Sunday also you say that you don't talk on Sunday. So that means she doesn't like everybody is gossiping.
Yes. It's a very nice way of saying, na?
Yeah.
It was very nice. We see how intelligent
Yeah.
I mean, we all was, all our ancestors were so intelligent.
Yeah.
But now, whatever it is, we know how to take ourselves out, from this situation. Now we know we've got so many ways.
Mm.
Yes?
So to put it frankly, we need to be mindful of not sticking our nose in other people's business, because their business will get stuck on our nose. Unless you want it in your life, turn away from it without feeling anything. You will not only be doing yourself a favor, but you will also be doing the other people's a favor who don't realize the negative effect gossip can have on their lives.
Yes. So don't stick your nose in other people's business. When you're gossiping, you're trying to enter into other people's life. So unless and still if you want to do, karo. आपको करना है, do it. But then you are inviting that into your life. But if you're stopping it, you're not only doing yourself a favor, but also a favor for the other person. You're doing a favor to the other person also, because they are not. See, there are ways of, if you say directly, stop gossiping. This is sticky and this is going to happen to you. This is going to happen. You tell all the negative things in front of the person who's already negative. It's going to increase more. It's not going to. That person will not understand. So who is the person I need to change? Myself. I am the person who needs to change. Be the change that you want to see in the world.
Yeah.
That's said by Gandhi ji.
Yes.
Be the change that you want to see in the world, right? So what do? I just step out so that gossip ends. At least in my world, it ends. So, and there is one more thing, which the next line is telling us, which is a very beautiful thing. Because out of habit, even if we have the wisdom, if we have the knowledge, but out of habit, we land up gossiping. When you do that, then what do we do? Yes.
If you find yourself gossiping or listening to gossip, stop my mid sentence and say, but I am so grateful
Sorry,
that
1 second. Stop mid sentence and say.
mid
But in the
sentence and
middle of the sentence, stop and say,
but I am so grateful that, and finish the sentence with something good about the person being gossiped about.
yes. Got it?
Yeah.
कि कभी जैसे yesterday I was just talking to my sister-in-law. So now also in this situation, in this moment also, what I can do is I remember that those words which I have spoken, and then I again just change that, but I like this about my husband. I complete it. Whenever you remember, just do it at that time. So you have stopped that circle somewhere in the midway, or just about to come to you and you've stopped there only. But the best thing is to stop before you start the circle. Yes, but supposing it out of, since we are walking in this journey and we might slip somewhere. Yeah, there is muddy water somewhere and you might slip, right? If it that is, if there's a possibility, yes, no. Yes,
Yes.
at times if that happens, then you say, but I am so grateful that whatever. Could be about that person, or could be something that you're seeing around. Oh, I'm so grateful that, I'm sitting in this place and I'm enjoying my coffee, or I'm sitting in this place and I'm just reading this book. I'm so grateful for that I have this time. Anything, whatever comes at that time. Yeah. And finish the sentence with something good about the person being gossiped about. So either about the person good, or if you feel कि नहीं मुझे कुछ और बोलना है कि something good which is happening around me, you can say that also. Let's read.
If a man speaks or acts with an evil thought, pain follows him. If a man speaks or acts with a pure thought, happiness follows him. Like a shadow, it never leaves him. Gautama Buddha, 563 483 BC, founder of Buddhism.
Yeah. So अगर if कोई इंसान speaks or acts, see, there are two things. First you think, then you speak, and then you act. We read now, thought, actions, thought, words, and actions, deeds, right? So the process is always like that. So if a man speaks or acts with an evil thought, thought will be either good or bad. Pain follows him. Abhi nahi to, it will come, it will go round and come. Maybe immediately you'll feel, or maybe after 6 months you'll feel, or maybe after 8 months you'll feel, but the pain will come. Generally, it's said that the first, whatever is a negative thought, a persistent thought, it stays in the energy body. And then if you keep on thinking, it becomes very strong. And then after 6 months, a disease will come in your body. This is a travel of a disease. Disease means pain, right? Pain, suffering, yes?
Yes.
Disease is nothing but the body is not at ease, dis-ease. Yeah. So if a man speaks or acts with a pure thought, so two things are there, na? Either there's darkness or there is light. Either there is good thought or there is bad thought. That maybe doesn't exist. Yeah. So if we say na that either there is black or there is white. When you say gray, it's a mixture. Black में थोड़ा सा white डालने से gray हो जाता है, right? Huh? That is the space where, that is not the space what we are looking for. In the feeling chart also, na, there is either satisfaction or there is disappointment. There is either happiness or there is anger. Is there anything ki I'm feeling, this degree of anger? Do we say that? No, na? Never. Or I'm feeling little this degree of satisfaction, 45 degrees satisfaction. We never say that. Either you're satisfied completely, you're happy, joyful, or you're angry or disappointed, or you're feeling low, or you're depressed. Yes? It's a complete emotion that we say, right? Yeah? So again, then either the person will speak an evil thought or a pure thought. Happiness follows him like a shadow that never leaves him. So if your thoughts are pure, it will become you, it will be a part of you. A shadow never leaves a person, right? You will see your shadow in all the parts of the day.
Yes.
In the noon, it is the longest. In the morning, it is little short. Then towards the evening also you will see your shadow, isn't it? Even when you're walking in the dark and there is one light. Oh, this happened with me. I was walking in the garden about, I think so, 9-10 months back. And at 9 o'clock after the dinner, after some time after the dinner, I felt like garden, and there was no one in the building garden. Yeah, so I went, and there was, I could feel that somebody is walking behind me, and it really freaked me out, and then I thought, Arey, who's that person? I could sense somebody, but then I could see my shadow, and I was, wow, in the night, for the first time I realized and I saw my shadow, that the shadow of the tree was also there. There was a big palm date tree, and the shadow of the tree was also there, and my own shadow was following me. So then I realized, so this is what I remember, that your shadow never leaves you, whether it's night, whether it's darkness, whether it's day, whether it's noon, whether it's morning, your shadow will always be there, right? So happiness is always there with us, like a shadow. Now you have to find out that happiness. And that's what we're discovering every day. So this is said by Gautam Buddha. Yeah.
Your reaction chooses it. Life is presenting every person and circumstances to you so you can choose what you love and what you don't love. When you react to anything, you are reacting with your feelings. And as you do, you are choosing it. Your reaction, whether good or bad, stick it to you. And in effect, you are saying you want more of it. And so it's important to watch how you react in your relationships, because whether you react with good or bad feelings, you are the feelings you are giving.
They are the feelings.
They are
are
the
the
feeling
feelings and you are giving.
you are giving, and you will receive more of the same circumstances to make you feel what that way.
So yes, what a beautiful understanding, na? That I'm reacting. Okay, I understand. Now I understand. I need to respond and I don't need to react. या ये समझ में आ गया, ये विजडम आ गया. पर अभी ये समझना है, माइंड को ये समझाना है कि मैं रिएक्ट कर रही हूँ. If I'm reacting, then what am I doing? I'm giving more power to that situation where I'm reacting. I might, when do I react? I react to a person's behavior or I react to a situation which is there in front of me, right? Do I react with myself? Yes, no?
Oh,
Yes, no. Everybody no or somebody yes? I react only when it is regarding in relation with something else, right?
Mhm.
Yes, no.
No, we did not get your question.
When do you react? React कब करते हैं हम? When it is either it's in relation with some person who has told something which you don't like, which is
Hmm.
a person has behaved something which you don't like, or there is a situation in front of you, then you react. Yeah?
Yes.
ऐसा ही होता है, तभी react करते हैं.
yes.
Correct.
You don't
हाँ.
react with your feeling. मतलब whatever you are doing, you don't react. It's always dependent on somebody else. So if you are reacting, in a way you're saying that you are, you are saying that you want more of it. What kind of energy is going from you? Negative feelings, right?
Negative. Negative.
Yeah.
So in that, then you're saying you want more of negative feelings. Indirectly, you're saying that. That's what the universe is understanding. Our mind will say, no, no, why will I want negative feelings? But the universe is saying that. Yes?
Yes.
Correct.
So it's important to watch how you react in your relationships, because whether you react with good or bad feelings, they are the feelings you're giving and you will receive them. Different ways this book is telling us that whatever you give, you receive. Because खाली ये सुनने से समझ में नहीं आता है. How you are using this law, when you understand, then you understand, yes, whatever I'm giving, I'm receiving. Because constantly हम ये law को use कर ही रहे हैं ना. Yes, let's read.
If a person says or does something and you find yourself feeling upset, offended, or angry, do your best to change the negative reaction right away. Simply being aware that you have
Reacted negatively.
reacted negatively takes the power out of the negative feelings immediately and can even stop them. But if you feel as though the negative feelings have a grip on you, it is best to walk away and spend a couple of minutes looking for the things you love, one after the other, until you feel much better. You can use anything you love to make you feel better, like listening to your favorite music, imagining the things you love, or doing something you love. You can also think about the things you love in the person who upset you. This might be challenging, But if you can do it, it is the fastest way to feel better. It's also the fastest way to become the master of your feelings. A man who is master of himself can end a sorrow as he can invent a pleasure. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. Oscar Wilde.
Oscar Wilde, he was a
Wilde.
very famous poet, and he used to write, his poems used to be on nature, na, mostly, auntie, Oscar Wilde. He's written stories also, right? A lot of stories also he's written, yeah. He was also an author and a poet, yeah.
You can change any
We'll
negative.
we'll pause here. There's a lot of
Okay.
things which we have read over here. Yeah, so let's understand that अगर जैसे भी हमने डिस्कस किया, when I react, when a person says or does something which I don't like, hence I react. Yes, and अगर
Yes.
कुछ अच्छा हुआ तो I will respond, right? Reaction and respond are two opposite things. Either you react or you respond. So if you are reacting, that means you're feeling upset, या आप angry होंगे या upset होंगे या disappointed होंगे या depressed होंगे, right? This is reacting. Everybody understands that? Yes, no?
Yes.
हाँ, तो फिर नाउ अब उसे चेंज कैसे करना है? बिकॉज अभी ये इतनी सारे दिन से हम ये सुन रहे हैं, तो इसको यूज तो करना है ना. सो हाउ डू आई यूज इट? फर्स्ट इज द गेम ऑफ वाइल्ड हॉर्सेस, कि आई हैव jumped on the reactive horse, now I have to jump off it. So reactive horse मतलब if I'm upset, so I've jumped on an upset horse, now I have to jump off it. जितना जल्दी मैंने ऊपर जंप किया, उतना ही जल्दी मेरे को नीचे भी जंप करना है. But supposing if you don't remember this, then another thing is there with you. You have the lifeline. You're reacting. So, but look for the things, good things around you. Look for the things that you like. Yes. Then you have your mood shifters. How do you shift your mood? How do you shift your mood? By listening, doing things what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could also shift your mood by going and eating a piece of fruit. That shifts your mood because that's what you like. Or you can just go and have a glass of water. Yeah, you could do that. The first most important thing what you can do is be with your breaths, because that's what changes immediately. Stay with 6 breaths. But who's going to remind you to do all this? Who's going to remind you to do all this?
You yourself.
Practice.
And my practice.
Ah.
It will come with practice, right? Nobody else will call you and tell you. And remember, the universe has its own ways of reminding you. How is it reminding you? Personal emotional trainers,
Yeah.
the pets we have with us, whoever are there in front of us. We are not staying in a lonely island. There are people around you. There are objects around you. Yes, they are your personal emotional trainers. They are telling you, okay, you will say, no, these people are making me react. They're not making me respond. The universe is telling you, if they are making you react, they are reminding you to choose love. This is not written in this para, but I'm just telling you, they are reminding you to choose love. So what we have to do is become the master of my feelings. And how will it come? The feeling chart is ready to walk with me, and it is always guiding me and telling me that, look, you are here now. Do you want to climb up the ladder or you want to slide down the ladder? कहाँ जाना है? ऊपर जाना है कि slide down करके नीचे वापस गड्ढे में गिरना है? Where do you want to go? You want to fall in the pit or you want to go higher towards the light? Where do you want to go? The feeling chart will tell you that now always. It's talking to you in this way only, right? And when you see the feeling chart, देखो नीचे वाली line जो एकदम अंधेरों की दुनिया है, वहाँ पे you see darkness, dark, black spots. Even the golden orange color is little dirty. You don't like seeing all that. You like brightness, good, happy colors, right? Huh? Yes, no.
Yes.
So, a man who is master of himself can end a sorrow as he can invent a pleasure. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. The emotions, the feeling chart below the line wala feelings. Yeah. So, yes, let's read.
You can change any negative situation in your life, but you can't change it with bad feelings. You have to react differently to the situation, because if you keep reacting negatively, your bad feelings will magnify and multiply the negativity. When you give good feelings, the positivity magnifies and multiplies. Even if you can't imagine how a particular situation can change into something positive, it can. The force of love always finds a way.
Yes. So, all these negative situations will remind you of only one thing. Remember gratitude, remember happiness. Hence, we are just hearing this song every day. Just go through the words of that song, the happy song by Pharrell Williams. Just remember, when you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. When you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. When you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. See, now the Garba is going on. Yesterday, when I was dancing and was doing Garba, and it was just making me happy. And how do you play Garba? Clapping your hands in different rhythms. Yes,
Yes,
all this has been designed in such a way, in the form of these festivals, that it actually changes your energy, isn't it? So there are still few days left. If you haven't done Garba, go today and do Garba somewhere. And if you can't go anywhere, just there's so many videos available on YouTube. Just put any music and start dancing and see what's going to happen. So love is a shield.
to take the power out of other people's negativity and not be affected by it. Remember the magnetic fields of feelings surrounding each person. There's a field of love, joy, happiness, gratitude, excitement, patience, and a field for every good feeling. There's also a field of anger, discouragement, frustration, hate, desire of revenge, fear, and a field for every negative feeling.
Yeah, so we read this now. We heard, see, let's look at this. Look at this picture. This is the electromagnetic field which is there in around each one of us. हम ऐसे ही दिखते हैं. अगर हम वो कर्लियन फोटोग्राफी के लिए जाएंगे, which is the aura photography, it's called the Curlian photography because he was the person who invented this. These are the colors of which see around us. When you are in love, when you're happy, then this will be the color. And when you're angry, it will be dark, dark color, dirty colors. Red color. Red is the color of anger. Yeah, red is also, but that doesn't mean every time red is the color of anger. One of the things which is the association with red color is anger. Because when you are angry, you feel like that, na? Red, ekdam, garam. Yeah. So like that, different colors. Red is also color of the root chakra. Grounding. When you're grounded, you feel that red color. That red color helps you in grounding also. Yeah, so that doesn't mean any color is negative or positive, but if there is a tinge of black added to the red color, then it becomes a dirty red color, isn't it? The different shades of every color, different degrees of every color. So in reality, where it came from, every color is good, every color is bright. But when you mix darkness with that color, when you mix black color with that color, it becomes dirty. The color changes. Yes? What is the dark color? What is the black color? our negative feelings, our negative thoughts, our negative words, then the color changes. Yeah. So, where were
Can I
you?
start?
No, wait. Let me go up.
Love is a shade. Second para.
Yeah. Yeah. So the magnetic field we saw. So when you're angry, your magnetic field will never be close to the light. It will move away from the light. But our journey is to move towards the light, right? Now let's start thinking in that way, that my journey is to move from darkness to light. This is the journey of the soul. Yes? Let's read
Yes.
further.
A person surrounded by a magnetic field of anger doesn't feel good at all. And so, if you come into their presence, they will most likely direct their anger at you. They don't mean to harm you, but they can't see anything good when they are looking at the world through their shield of anger. All they can see are things that anger them and because they can only see anger, they are likely to get angry and hurl anger at the first person they see, often a loved ones. Does this situation sound familiar?
Yes. Are you able to identify with this situation? Like if a
Yes.
person is angry. I remember my father, he was a very very strict disciplinarian. मतलब उनको हर चीज राइट जगह पे मिलनी चाहिए थी, जो जिसकी जगह है वही होना चाहिए. Everything should be neat and clean, everything arranged properly. Even if you're keeping the newspapers, then the newspapers inside the drawer needs to be arranged properly. He was like that. Okay. So anything which is not at the right place would used to make him angry. He was a perfectionist, you can say. Yeah. So now, whenever he used to come from office, the whole day he used to leave early morning. I mean, by 9:30 he used to leave, and he used to come by 7:30 in the evening. I remember as a kid, whenever he used to come, my mom used to make sure that everything in the bedroom, everything in the hall, in the living room is in its proper place. And if it wasn't, then the moment my father would enter, he would get wild, he would get angry. And then whoever used to come in front of him, that person would had it. So what we used to do as kids was, whenever we used to be angry, we used to just go. My mother used to just give us a signal, just through her eyes and her expressions. She used to say that now something is there. Yeah. And we used to understand that sign language. We used to go and sit in a room and sit with our studies. Just open our books and sit quietly. Because then, if you're in front of him, he will just take out something negative about you and start shouting at you, where you have not done anything, but he will just hurl that anger in front of you. Now I've understood that this is what used to happen, because he was in such a, his energies were in an angry space and negative space, right? So anything what would come in front of you, in front of him, would feel that that this person is not doing properly, this person is not doing things properly, and his anger would come on the other person. In everyone, whoever he used to come in front of him used to get, he used to feel angry. Something he would shout at that person, something, you don't, something from the past he will take out, that you are not able to do this thing, what is this, something would come. And then the whole house would be in a negative space. The energy of the entire house would be different. And over a period of time, he realized that because of this, so many things are happening. So towards the end, he just mellowed down, he became quiet and he understood. And he never used to react, he started responding. So, are you getting something similar in your life also? Even when you are angry, अगर एक person ने कुछ नहीं किया, supposing your son didn't do anything right and you got angry, when you went in the kitchen, you'll find fault in your house help also. When you go to your husband, you'll start shouting at him also. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Does that happen or no?
Yes.
Yes.
It happened.
So then now, like supposing in the office also, one person does something wrong, a staff does something wrong, And then you will get an opportunity to just shout at everyone that you also didn't do this, you also can't do this thing properly, you can't keep meetings in the right time, you can't do can't complete the work on time, this machine is not functioning properly, can't you tell me that I have to call the mechanic, can't you call the mechanic and tell the mechanic to come and repair this. So many things it's a touch and move effect. You're touching and moving, it's a cumulative effect. The ball will, you've set the ball to roll, and it will keep on rolling and rolling till the time you decide to stop, because it's a slope that you're flowing down. Because अगर बॉल को स्लोप से रोल करेंगे तो वो नीचे ही जाता जाएगा, unless until you run faster than the ball and stop it, isn't it?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So let's read.
If
Muddy
you
water.
are, yeah. If you are feeling fantastic, the force of
No, read this quote. It's very important. Muddy water let stand becomes clear. Lao Tzu, circa 6th century BC, founder of Taoism. मतलब कि अगर पानी में मिट्टी है, आप पानी एकदम क्लियर वाटर है, उसमें आपने मिट्टी डाला, तो आप उसको and you stir it, the whole water will become muddy. Yes.
Yes.
But if you leave the water for some time, then the mud will settle down or not? After few hours?
Yes.
Yes.
So अगर गुस्सा आया है, अगर angry हो, तो आप just pause, don't, that's why we say ना, गुस्से में कुछ बोलो मत. When you're angry, don't speak, just keep quiet. Because if you are angry and the other person is also angry, then two negative fields will become like a huge atomic bomb. फिर वो दोनों जन चिल्लाएंगे एक दूसरे पे. What do you think? You always shout at me. If you are in that position, if the person is elderly, then you can't. But wo mani man to you will shout only. You can't speak in words. But in the internal world, you are doing it. You're speaking, you're shouting, na? You're becoming angry inside. वो suppress कर लेते हैं उसको. You suppress your anger. That's why we say ना, you suppress your anger. वहाँ suppress कर दिया. But when you go home, the anger will come in your kids, to your wife, isn't it? To your house help. Somebody will not open the door. 1 minute be late हुआ and you start shouting. घंटी सुनाई नहीं देती क्या? Why are you taking so much time? Then you understand that person is not in a good mood. Yes, no.
Yes.
So leave the water to become clear. Let it stand for some time. Who is the water over here? Who's the water over here?
Our feeling.
Yes. Auntie, you're muted.
Your own temper, your own.
Yeah, you yourself. Yeah. Yeah, let's read.
If you are feeling sad, disappointed, frustrated, or any negative feeling, then you are looking at the world through that feeling field. And the world will look sad, disappointing, or frustrating to you. You cannot see anything good through a field of bad feelings. Not only is your negative field attracting more negativity to itself, but you will never see your way out of any problem until you change the way you feel. Changing
the way you feel.
Changing the way you feel is easy compared to running around trying to change the circumstances of the outside world. All the physical action in the world cannot change the situation. Change your feelings, and the outside circumstances will change.
Yes. So if taking the example, a person is angry or irritable, at that time, if you also add on to your anger and irritability, if you also add on words, then the situation will become more intense. So what do? Just listen and understand that yes, something must have happened, that's hence the person is angry. So just keep quiet. If you are quiet, after some time, the other person will also become quiet. Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
The,
yes.
the power is from within, but we cannot receive it unless we give it.
Yes. The
Charles
power is
Hannell.
from within. You cannot receive it unless you give it. Charles Hannell, 1866 to 1949, New Thought writer.
When someone is surrounded by a negative field of joy, you can feel their joy
Magnetic field of joy.
magnetic field of joy. You can feel their joy touch you from across the room. People who are popular and who have magnetic personalities are simply people who feel good most of the time. The field of joy that surrounds them is so magnetic that it draws everybody and everything to them. The more you give love and feel good, the more magnetic your field becomes, and the more it expands, drawing
Drawing
everything
everything.
and everyone you love to you. Imagine that.
Yes. So now you have to again use the power of imagination. What? We saw this picture. So the more you are giving the more you are, feeling joyful, you're accepting what the other person is saying. Okay, something must have happened, hence the person is angry. If you come from the space of humility and you feel that, okay, I will not say anything, I will not add on, some more negative energies, then what's happening? You are increasing your magnetic field because you are keeping calm. Otherwise, if you are also shouting with that person, if you're also saying, why every time you're scolding me only, you can't tell the other person. Every time you take out all your anger on me only, isn't it? We tell this to somebody, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
then what is happening? Your negative, this becomes smaller. You shrink that negative field which is there around you, golden light, it becomes smaller. But what we have to do is our journey is to make this grow, this light. Yeah, our journey is to make this bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, so then you increase your magnetic field when you are joyful, and then you attract more people. You've seen this now, that there are some people whom you just, whenever they enter the room also, or wherever they are, they bring, you feel happy with them, isn't it? Why does that happen? Not that because you like that person, because that person's energy, the magnetic field is so vast and so happy that you like being with that person. Even when you go with a group of friends, you ask, na, is that person coming? And then you hear, no, no, he's not coming. Then you feel, no, no, I don't want to go. He's not coming. Only the others will just talk and bitch. I don't want to go. Bitching is one thing which, these youngsters say. That you bitch about that person, matlab you talk negative about that person. Gossiping. Gossiping. Another name for gossiping is bitching.
Yes.
Yeah? So then you feel like, अच्छा वो नहीं आ रहा है तो मुझे भी नहीं जाना है. But why? Because that person is full of positivity. You like being that person. He's always happy, cracking jokes, laughing, not making fun of anyone. You like being with that person. Even if you don't know that person, you have gone into a party and somebody enters and you feel that attraction towards that person because that person is very happy from inside. Yes, no.
Yes.
So now you have to imagine that. What? That the more you give love and feel good, the more magnetic your field becomes. Magnetic matlab it becomes bigger. And the more it expands, drawing everything and everyone you love to you. Then you know you are living the life of your dreams. Whatever you want to get, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be, then you will get, you will have that. Being, doing, and having. Yeah, so we are going to stop here. Thank you, Chetna ji, for reading.
Thank you, Chetna.
And these topics are so powerful that we are doing, that I'm really, wanting all of them to be here. Those people who are traveling, don't know when will they will join. So always, so hence, the magnetic field which is there around you is a shield. you can say, na, it's a shield that you're making for yourself. What is a shield? Like when people go to fight on the
Battlefield.
when our soldiers go to fight, they put a shield around them, na?
Yeah.
Which is armor, right? They just protect, which it protects their body, their heart.
Yeah.
Now, the shield which is there around us is the magnetic field around that protects you from anything, any external, negative things to enter your field, because you've made your field so broad, so vast. Yeah. So hence, begin your day with something good. Hence, we start our day doing good things, na? So that your magnetic field is so broad that anything negative happening during the day will not affect you. And even if it affects you, it will not stay for a longer time because your field is so huge. But on the other hand, if you start your day only with, irritability, negativity, then what's going to happen? Your field is shrinking. So on the contrary, more and more negativity you will attract, because your field is like that. So when you feel that you're feeling very negative, it's time to check yourself and increase your magnetic field. How do you increase your magnetic field? One thing everyone say. How do you increase your magnetic field?
That mood shifter.
The mood shifters. Yes, very good. What else?
Think about something good.
Think about something good. Very good. Auntie?
Can't think of anything just now.
Auntie, have a sip of water. You'll be able to think.
Usually what happens, my limit is at 6:30. If I go beyond that, I get tired. I want to go and have a cup of tea and then
Yeah, auntie.
that happens.
So imagine you having a cup of tea.
Okay.
Take the first sip. You've taken the first sip.
Yeah, I'm already taking it. Come on.
Yeah. Yes.
Now again I'll go and read everything again and again. I'll finish because I'm in the groove of that. If the day starts no finish, it's all lost.
So, auntie, now you've spoken all this. Now say that how do you how do you increase your magnetic field?
I really don't know.
So, Chetna ji said by shifting
Mood
your
shifters,
mood
yeah.
shifters.
Yeah.
Shirish bhai said by thinking something what you like.
Yeah.
By going to the fire temple. That's what you like.
Yes, yes, yes. That will absolutely change my mood.
Yes.
Yes.
By going and just sitting in your balcony with your plants and your sparrows.
Yeah. Can you hear my sparrows? I don't know, but my sparrows are really beautiful.
See, now you're saying that, na? So they are your mood shifters.
Yeah.
You can just immediately, so when you shift your mood, your magnetic field becomes broader, becomes bigger. When your mood is not proper, then it shrinks. It keeps on happening through the day. So best thing is to increase your magnetic field in the morning only. When you wake up, imagine this picture that you are standing and this huge vast imagination. Again, play the game of imagination. You imagine. Yeah. So just now, by just talking about the sparrows in the sea, your mood has shifted. Now you don't need the cup of tea.
No.
So let's shift our mood by playing this game of laughing therapy. Yeah. So, ha, 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 So yes. Now, auntie, do you remember of anything which can just change your electromagnetic field? Anything else you're remembering?
I would remember my old music, old songs.
See, without the cup of tea, you're remembering. That's so nice, na? Wonderful, na, auntie? How we keep on restricting and limiting our mind with those old beliefs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Then the mind will say, no, but I get a headache, if I don't have tea. Again, a
Yeah.
limiting belief.
Yeah.
Again, you are making your energy feel like this. So
Yeah.
then just we are getting so much of this book is a book of treasures. We're getting so many treasures every day. So many
Yes.
gems we are collecting every day, which by which we can understand ourselves more. So you understood one part of you which says no, you need tea. One part of you now says that no, you don't need. You can just laugh 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, and you're done. And how would you do with yourself? Go in the bathroom, look in front, stand in front of the mirror, and do it.
I'll go in the room, lock my door, and do that. Otherwise, my husband will say early in the morning, "What has happened to my wife?"
No, he will join you. He will not be surprised. He will join you also.
Oh, really? That's really. I quite agree with you. He is a character who will join also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the entire field, your field and his field together becomes such a huge thing. Then the whole house will be filled with your electromagnetic fields.
His only maxim is every time he will say, "Don't worry, be happy." Every time he says that.
So he's already in that magnetic field.
Yeah. He always will say that only because I am the warrior, I am the thinker.
Now you're not.
No.
Now you're not, and you will be not.
Yeah.
Say this to yourself every time. And when you are always looking for something what you love, huh? And you have your mood shifters ready. Now you've got so many games with you. Keep on playing these games. Beginning of the day, just think, okay, today I'm going to play this game of wild horses. Okay, today I'm going to play with this game of sticky notes.
Sticky notes. Yeah.
Yeah, today I'm going to play this game of appreciation. Today I'm going to play this game of just, connecting with my old friends. And when I talk to them, I'll just tell them, okay, what is the good news? Then don't
Yeah.
get into the gossip. So everything is, life is a game, game changers. And who's the game changer? I. There's this movie called Game Changers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's about a person who's a footballer. So it's a very nice movie. Yeah, see this movie if you can. So thank you everyone for being a part
Thank
of this
you.
wonderful session. Now, Auntie, you can go and have your cup of tea and enjoy and smile and be happy. And yes, all of us can do whatever we can, what we have to do. I'll see you all tomorrow. Complete this thing. Everything is clear what we have to do. Those 4 things what you have to write. Revisit that and complete it. And everyone has completed the story of your life.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Auntie?
I'll have to look over the pages again.
Yeah, please. Shirish bhai?
Yeah, I have completed.
आज का जो है वो भी कंप्लीट कर लीजिएगा अच्छे से. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.